Hey Freddy, welcome in, how are you? Freddy, take your time, you don't have to type so fast, one by one. Get too excited. My boy, welcome in David, welcome in, how are you? My brother. How you guys doing today? Alright, I got a movie, I got a joint, and I'm ready to hunt. Right? I'm ready to hunt. YouTube! Should I send it to Discord? What do y'all think? Don't think they've been seeing it lately, but okay. Thank you, God. Thank you for the opportunity to let me stream. Very grateful. That's good. First encounter shiny. Nice jeans. You don't even see my pants, Freddy. Freddy, how are you? Freddy. Alright, chat. 88 minutes is the name of the movie. I'm ready to see it.
There's an straight A student.
David. Freddy, how's your day been, guys?
Do you think it's an accident? Look when I killed Princess Di. She's so young and so beautiful. I'm going to sleep. Joni, don't forget to feed Kitty. Kitty, kitty! Dinner time!
Freddy, how come you talk like that? I know you are able to speak like us. How come you don't do it? Skating is a W sport. Sarah Coslet. I'm gonna call you Sarah, that's okay. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in. Yo, hold on, bro. Thought I was gonna watch a thriller movie, bro. The current like the I'm currently hunting for Pikachu. The previous shiny was a Caterpie. This guy's a frick.
Why did you feed the cat already?
Hey, shut that damn cat up!
What is your name?
Janie. Kate's.
Deceased. Who's your sister?
Her name is Jody. We're twins.
Were you able to see who did this?
Just a glimpse. It was dark. I'm not certain.
It is my opinion as a forensic psychiatrist that John Forster is a serial psychopath. If allowed to remain a free man in our society,
Hey, Freddy.
he will rape and murder again.
Will the defendant please rise?
We, the jury, on this day, November 9th, 1998, find the defendant John Forster guilty of murder in the first degree.
Oh, I've seen that outfit before.
Bruh, I might get banned for this shit. I didn't know this movie was gonna be like this.
On the wind. Last night. These things do return. God, my head is still pounding like a drum.
Partied hard.
Yeah, well, you don't look worse for wear.
Yeah, I didn't drink as much as you.
Story of my life, Sarah.
Psychiatrist by day, party animal by night.
I thought you told me you weren't a lawyer.
I'm not yet.
Yeah.
Hey Jack, Shelly. I've been calling you all morning, you okay?
No, I'm
Hey Manny, how are you? Welcome in.
You worry too much, Shelley. What's going on?
Frank Parks has been calling. Wants to speak to you immediately.
That's me. I had fun last night, Miss Pond.
Me too. Thanks for the wine tasting lesson, Dr. Brown. Hey Jack. I got Frank Parks, go ahead.
Frank. Jack. Yeah, we got another one. Same. Every detail. Right down to the lateral lacerations. It's the Seattle Slayer again. Where are you now? Look, Jack. There's the tape. You're gonna want to see it. Jack, you still there? Yeah. Meet me at my office, will you? Sure, Jack.
Okay.
What to? 114 Western, please. Quickly.
Welcome back, Seattle. We are continuing our interview with John Forster, who was convicted of the murder of Joni Cates 9 years ago, based on the eyewitness testimony of her twin sister, Janie Cates. John Forster is slated to die at midnight at Walla Walla
Do
Penitentiary.
you mind changing that
Mr.
station,
Forster,
please?
what is your reaction to the statement?
Remember her name?
Yes, I do. Sarah Pollard.
Is that a cut on your nose? That from falling off the wagon.
Fell out of bed. FBI get her yet?
Yeah, 2 minutes in the conference room.
Any calls?
New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Times, Newsweek, they want to know if you have a quote about Forster's pending execution.
What else is new?
Kim Cummings called twice. She was really frightened too.
Kim knows this one.
Apparently not. She's in her office.
I put those case reports you wanted me to grade on your desk and thought Lauren and Lisa showed real insight and ability. The others were pretty much working. Don't you have federal agents waiting for you?
Yeah.
I'll see you in class. I'll take them through today's work if you don't mind.
Thank you, Kim.
Bye. Janie keeps me present. Dr. Grant, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is appropriate. I just wanted to mark the date. I'm glad that my sister Joni hasn't been forgotten. For everything, just you went out of your way. You're busy, so I'm just gonna get out of here.
Can I help you? You're one of my students?
Hi, Jack. Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to Jeremy Cooper in the Attorney General's office. Jeremy's in charge of the Seattle Slater Task Force.
Dr. Grant, it is so good to meet you. This is a really big honor for me.
Sorry.
No, this is such a beautiful conference room, too. And this is Special Agent McTire from the FBI. Dr. Grant.
Pleasure. Good to see you.
Nice, nice.
Jeremy. Seattle Slayer Task Force. Well, okay, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, so I will do the best I can to answer them. But first, I think we should all. These are from J.D. Case, her sister Joni, as you know, was murdered by John Foster. Jeremy.
Sure, thank you.
Frank.
No, thanks, sir.
Mr. Baghdad. Hey, good sport, Jeremy. A little milk, maybe? Shelley, we got milk. Bring in 3 glasses.
Nothing for me, Jack.
Make that 2. No, make it 3. Maybe you'll have a change of heart. So, let's see. I can assume that last night's crime scene was very much like Force's previous crime scene.
They totally match.
What totally matches?
I have it in here. Halothane on the breath.
Subdued by healthy.
Rape. The body was hung upside down.
Yes.
And slit throat.
And where does this take us? Looks like a copycat.
Could be, maybe.
Could be, maybe.
Maybe.
It's a stage scene.
Well, maybe, and this might be far-fetched, but what if the perp worked with Forster, and these stage scenes were intended to throw some doubt on his guilty verdict,
Go with it.
possibly providing him with a stay of execution or even a new trial?
Gold star, Jeremy. Big gold star. I mean, that's exactly what I think is happening here.
No, I'm sticking with copycat.
Of course, there is another possibility.
Yeah.
Forster's innocent, wrongfully convicted.
No.
The task force is aware that your expert opinion was critical in convicting Forster, but then why did he walk his first trial?
Procedural error.
And why has he never been tried in any of the other 5 pending murders that you have attributed to him? You realize it's the solemn duty of my office to ensure an innocent man is not executed tonight. You do understand that?
Look, Jack, if you have any reconsideration of testimony or anything new you want to lay on the table, now would be the time.
Would you say it was fair to characterize your attitude towards John Forster as a personal vendetta?
Well, if we're being fair, yeah, sure. It's a personal vendetta. I have a personal vendetta against Ted Bundy. DC and about 10 or 15 other serial murderers who are floating around the
Jack.
streets right now.
Well, this is helpful. There is one other issue that we need to address.
Milkmaid.
What's going on here?
Do you know a woman named Dale Morris?
Yes.
How?
She's a student of mine.
She's just a student of yours? Dr. Graham, we're federal agents here. You don't want to be lying here.
We had a relationship.
You're being very cryptic with me right now.
We had a professional relationship, not a sexual relationship. About a year ago, her father died. She was very troubled. I treated her as a psychiatrist. I don't sleep with my students, Mr. Cooper. Nor do I sleep with my patients. Now, what does this have to do with anything?
She's the third and latest victim.
When was the last time you saw Dan?
I see. So, last night,
To our impossibly difficult professor, we say thank you for making our lives miserable.
the pleasure is all mine.
Pending execution?
Well, we were celebrating his conviction and his execution. Wasn't overturned, so we were happy about that. We worked hard on this case.
Near the tape that was left at the crime scene. We're gonna play it for you now.
This message is for Dr. Jack Graham. You got the wrong man. Forrester's innocent. Please don't hurt me anymore. Don't hurt me anymore.
What up, animations?
You let me go, right? You said you'd let me go. I read what you wanted me to read.
Jackie goes on like that for about an hour before she dies.
Why do you think she's reading you that message, Dr. Graham? Dr. Graham? Dr. Graham?
In Dr. Graham's own words, he analyzes a mental puzzle. So there are no actual tangible pieces per se. He made a guess as to what happened to the cage once, a guess based on his intuition, personal bias, ego. And he sold that fiction lock, stock, and barrel to the jury.
The girl that was killed last night. It's damn worse.
Oh my god.
Have our investigators coordinate with the FBI. I want to know everything Dale Morris did in the last 24 hours. I don't know where she went, who she talked to.
Could you please have Dr. Graham's car ready, please?
Thank you, Shelley.
For what?
I don't know everything.
Oh, I hate when you do this, Jack. Every time you do this, I think you're gonna end up dead. Just don't ask me to marry you again.
Why not? Prove it.
Yeah, except that I'm gay and you're a commitment phobe.
That's wrong. Perfect. Thanks, baby.
Dr. Graham is a world-renowned expert in forensic psychiatry.
What is forensic psychiatry? I mean, isn't that the same profession that destroyed Martin's lives by conjuring up images of child molestation? But none of the charges were ever proved, and the accused, though innocent, were publicly crucified.
What are you saying?
Jack Graham Associates.
Shelley, I want you to set a trap and a trace on myself.
What's going on?
Yeah, I want you to contact our wireless carrier, have them find out who made that last phone call to you.
Jack, I could be more helpful if...
Just do it. Just do it. I need it, all right? And call me when you get it.
John Forrester was an Eagle Scout, which accounts for his facility with ropes. He also worked in a veterinary office where he had experience using the animal tranquilizer halothane, which is what he used to subdue his victims.
Halothane. Sorry I'm late, gang. Thank you, Kim. I see that the size of our class dwindling once again.
That could be because you keep booting everyone.
Ah, my favorite med student, Mike Stem. Okay, the legal distinction between sanity and insanity rests upon what?
Free will.
The concept of free will. And what is the most important thing one should remember when entering a courtroom?
That insanity is a legal concept. It's not a medical or psychiatric term, but despite the fact that insanity is a legal concept, it doesn't mean that someone's not sick.
Yes, Lord. Of all the serial killers that I've interviewed and studied, which include our boy Bundy here, Dahmer, Gacy, none of them were legally insane. This is not to say they were normal.
I could argue that they couldn't help themselves precisely because of their mental disorder.
Well, if you want to argue, the School of Law is cross campus.
Come on, Dr. Graham. It's disingenuous to pretend our presentations are not arguments. We create a narrative of the crime and the criminal.
Narrative is based on fact, based on logic. We don't walk into a courtroom and advocate sentencing, do we? We don't take sides. We check our views at the door.
You mean you want us to pretend we don't have an opinion?
We have opinions, Laura, but we just keep to ourselves. Share them with your dog if you have to.
Not your parrot. He talks back.
You know, it's that kind of logic's gonna get you to law school cross campus.
Been there, done that.
My condolences. So where's, Dale Morris? She's absent. I don't see her. That's a first. I didn't take her for a quitter. Anyone who has her phone number, please contact me after class. Okay.
Tick tock tock. You have 83 minutes to live with Dr. Graham. Tick tock tock.
So, where is it?
Bundy versus Forrester.
What?
Bundy versus Forrester.
Thank you. What we're going to explore today is the similarities and dissimilarities, say, from Ted Bundy's modus operandi as compared to John Forster's.
Dr. Graham, your phone's ringing.
Jack, are you there?
Sure. What's going on?
The call was made from a cell phone, one of those you buy and pay minutes for.
Registered to.
I know you're in class, but
Yeah, so who's it registered to?
a Kate Graham. Jack, it's a common enough name. It doesn't have to be your sister's. It's just a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
Mark, I'm losing you.
Shelley. God damn it. Shelley.
Found out who my phone is registered to by now. Poor Kate. Or is it Katie you'd like to call her?
I'm gonna find you. You hear that, you son of a bitch? You are barking up the wrong tree on this one, because I'm gonna find you.
She suffered for such a long time. You remember how long, don't you? You still feel guilty about it? Feel guilty about falsifying the evidence? Lying under oath?
My game,
You find this
shit,
funny,
I don't know
Alva?
what to call you actually.
Who are you calling on your phone?
Sis,
Let me see your phone.
Belkis, I'm assuming, right? Belkis, how you doing?
Let me see that goddamn phone.
I was just checking the Mariners score.
You were what?
The Mariners score.
Okay, what's the score? What's the damn score?
3-1 Mariners, bottom of the first.
My God, I can't believe it. What is it, Lisa? What's the problem? Look. What?
What's going on?
It says that Dan Morse was murdered last night. True, Dr. Graham?
Yeah.
You knew? You knew and you didn't tell us?
You knew and you asked for Dale's number.
Is it Slayer?
Could be.
Could be.
Well, the police haven't released any information yet.
Are we all in danger?
Yeah, you didn't tell us.
Dr. Graham,
Dean Johnson.
someone just called in a bomb
It's
threat.
not for the weak,
Everyone
bro.
needs to evacuate the building immediately.
Gotta be a lot of patience. Hey. Even more in random encounters. Somebody gotta do it, king. Or queen. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you. Tell me what I call you. That'll be better. Yeah, I know. I don't think in Gen 3 you can shiny hunt Mew unless you. It has to be an Emerald, and you have to get a ticket. Gen 4, the only way that you can get a Mew is in Soul Silver, but it's not shiny. Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Gen 5 you might be able to, but you have to glitch the game. I think in the only game that you can actually get to shiny hunt Mew, it's Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond. You are a war helicopter? That still doesn't say what would I call you.
I'll get your papers and presentation.
I got the slides, kid.
Jack, what are you doing? Get going. What's that on the screen? You're welcome. You'll know that every outbreak of school violence is preceded by a threat. You need to report this to campus security and all here.
Harold, you get a threat like this.
You are a he.
Incredible arrogance makes you want to slap the shit out of you, Jack.
I wish you would have disclosed your true feelings about me before we became such good friends.
Maybe if you stop hiding behind your assessments of other people and start assessing yourself, because you need to get over your past and own what you like, because what you're living isn't one. Isn't that what you tell your patients? I'll call campus security and let them know you're on your way.
Where'd you go last night? You left the bar.
Home.
You alone?
School.
pull the Dale's name. It's all over the news.
Yeah, well, I know that.
And Forrester's attorneys are going to the appellate court to try to get a stay.
A stay? On what grounds?
They're claiming that these murders prove that the real killers have never been brought to justice.
Oh, nonsense. They're just trying to buy time. They're desperate.
They are also claiming that you falsified testimony and concealed evidence.
Well, it's all news. God damn it. Okay. What about Dale Morris? Did you find anything more about her?
She was murdered in her apartment somewhere between the hours of 2 and 6 a.m.
Any sign of Forster?
No.
Does Forster still have that legion of groupies visiting my prison?
He's like a goddamn rock star website. No.
All right, I want you to pull the background checks on all my students. Now, you get back to me.
I didn't convict first. Jury did. The evidence was circumstantial. No DNA, no murder weapon. Nothing directly linking Forrester to the crime, except your narrative and Janie Kate's testimony, which, what's your point? Is that your testimony was very convincing.
That's my job. Be convincing.
Thought it was to be right.
Dr. Grant.
What happened to you?
He's wearing a leather jacket. He's out there. I bit his hand. It's bleeding. His hand is bloody. Can you get him?
You okay?
Don't hit him now. I'm fine.
That girl, I think that girl might be involved.
Watch my police action. There's been an assault. I want to see your hands. Take off. Roll the window down. No. I'm a forensic psychiatrist with the FBI. There. Okay? Open the window now. Yeah? See? Well, roll down the window. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Got nothing to hide? You can show it. No. Look, I'm trying to go home. What? Sorry. Excuse me. There's been an assault. I want to see it. There's been an assault. I'm going to check your hands. I'm a forensic psychiatrist. The FBI. Hey. Watch. Sorry. Couldn't find him.
Stupid. I can't believe I'm so weak. Such a wimp. Can't believe I let him get away like that. The guy should have fought back more.
Yourself up. What exactly happened?
He came at me from behind. He put his rag over my mouth and I bit his hand.
Rag have an odor to it.
Sweet. It's cellophane, right? He's the one.
Oh, yeah.
I let Dale's murderer get away.
You stop beating yourself up and tell me something.
Dale's dead.
Tell me something. Could you identify him if you saw me?
He came at me from behind. I couldn't see.
Let's go to campus security. We can tell him everything. Hello? This woman's just been attacked. Okay? Listen. What's your name?
Douglas.
Who are you? I'm Jack Grant.
The famous Dr. Jack Grant. D. Johnson Funson. Coming in.
Is there someone interviewed Miss Douglas now?
Jimmy? Yeah. You want to check out this girl?
What is going on here? The person who attacked her may still be on the campus. What the hell are you guys doing?
Got all these guys out of the bumps. Excuse me for one moment. It's a little crazy right now. Jimmy, get off the phone and interview Miss Douglas, please. Right there.
Douglas Frank's way? Right in here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Here, let's listen to Frank.
Okay. It's been another incident.
The Forster case, that's your thing, right?
Wrong. It's not my thing.
I saw your testimony in court. Fill those out. Yeah, I followed the big crime cases. Fascinating. When Dr. Jack Graham takes the stand, you come up with things I didn't think of. Yeah, this year, this is just a job until I...
You pass your police entrance exam.
See, how'd you know that? That's the thing about you, you know. 2 plus 2 make 4 5. Third time's the charm, though. Not gonna be a campus cop to a bunch of snot-nosed rich kids, especially these rich bitches.
Record on the car was vandalized. Windows were smashed. There's a number on the body. Look into it.
Dr. Graham, you got it. Dr. Graham. Hey, this is Johnny DeFranco from campus security. Maybe Dean Johnson?
Jack Graham Associates.
Yeah, sure. Did you find Frank?
No, not yet. What the hell's going on?
Well, I received a threatening phone call saying I have 88 minutes to live. 11:45 this morning, and my time is up. Pull out my risk assessment file. Anybody rating 8 and above, I want you to cross-reference against Forster. And when you find Frank, ask him if Sarah Pollard or any of my students ever visited Forster prison.
Sarah Pollard?
She's the girl I met at the party last time. Call one meeting and have him make a list of all the phone numbers for us to call in the last 72 hours.
Where should I fax the list?
My apartment. And run a check on Kim.
Kim?
Yeah, just do it. Okay. Hello?
Jack. Car's out front. Drives great. Are you okay? You look a little freaked out.
Battery?
Yeah, I do.
What the hell is this?
What are you doing?
God damn it! What is this? What are you doing with a gun in your purse?
Jesus, why don't you just announce to the whole world? I don't think I heard you in the English department.
Why the gun,
For
Kim?
protection.
Where'd you get it?
I have a permit. My dad's a cop.
Why do you need a gun?
I don't. My dad thinks I do.
Why?
I have a crazy ex-boyfriend, okay, Jack?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I really don't know this kid no matter what. The judge says if he threatens anyone, he goes back to jail.
Back to jail. What jail?
Prison, actually. Walla Walla.
That's what Forster is. Come on, let's go.
Special Agent Parks.
Frank, it's Jack. I'm at the university campus. We got a problem here. Someone attacked one of my students, tried to knock her out with halothane.
Well, that's the Seattle Slayers, MO.
I know. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, there's a security guard on this campus. His name's DeFranco. I don't like him. He's suspicious. I want you to take him in for questioning, okay? Also, get a warrant and search his place.
Jesus Christ, Jack, you know I can't just get a warrant without sufficient grounds.
Oh, just get a warrant, Frank. Come on.
You think he's a Slayer? Linked to Forrest on the outside?
It's possible.
Listen, I checked the names that Shelley gave me in receipts. There's no record of Lauren Douglas, Kim Wigman, or Sarah Pollard, but you're gonna love this. Mike Stemp. He visited Forrester 4 times over the last 6 weeks.
Mike Stemp. What was his reason?
Research. He had written permission.
No. I didn't give any permission. Written or otherwise.
Well, it's your signature, Jack. I got a copy of it right here.
Hold on. That ex-boy, hold on a second. That ex-boyfriend was
Guy Forge.
Run a check on a parolee named Guy LaForge. Served time in Walla Walla with Forster. And I will call you back when I get to my apartment.
All right.
You think DeFranco's working with Forster?
Well, someone is.
I got Dean Johnson.
Yeah.
They found a backpack in your lecture hall.
Well, bombing.
No, a photo of dynamite and a timer with a note addressed to you.
What did it say?
Tick-tock. What does it mean, Jack?
I'll call you back. your boyfriend drive a motorcycle?
Yeah. Except he's not my boyfriend anymore.
Yeah.
How does it feel to know you won't live through another night? 56 minutes. Tick tock tock.
Let's go.
Night of the Forge. He is my boyfriend.
Got me out of West Texas for my books firms. When I left for college, I had that, but I didn't have much else. So I tried to fit in, I drank too much, thought too little. And I met Guy. And he was this English working class rock star wannabe, and I fell for him. And I married him when I graduated. He didn't take too well to my aspirations for higher education. In fact, he didn't really want me to leave the house. And when I disobeyed, he got filthy drunk and he beat me black and blue. That's when he got arrested, and I divorced him. And we tried to make up for lost time ever since.
You know, Forster's trying to kill me.
Forster's a prison.
Yeah, I know. He's got somebody on the outside. Good job. He's gonna kill me. I don't get him first.
Whoever's working with Forster must be close to you, a friend even.
I don't have many friends.
No, that's a plus.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure. Everybody knows the word big money.
Paranoia is a normal state of mind, huh?
Where's Earl?
I don't know. I'm with him. Agency's in. Dr. Graham, there's a package for you.
Doesn't know my name.
I don't. It was a question.
There's no return address on this? No. Who delivered it?
Courier. But there was another person here at the same time looking for you.
What do you think?
No, I didn't get it. When we walked in, when I was on the phone with the plumber, I said he'd be right back. Okay. You want me to pull surveillance tapes for you? You know, it shouldn't take more than an hour to get somebody up here with the keys.
I don't have an hour.
No? Hey, you know, he was also wearing the leathers, had a motorcycle helmet.
That's Guy. He was here.
If he comes back, don't send him up to my apartment.
Yeah.
Hi, Dr. Brown. How did Guy know you were going to be here? How does he even know where you live? Oh, Walther P99. That'll blow a hole through any theory. Look, I grew up around guns. Maybe he didn't know I was going to be here. Maybe that's why he showed up. I better find out where he went after the party last night.
There's a Lauren Douglas's. Can I send her up?
Okay. Send it. Got that right, didn't
Hey, what's that?
you? This? It's a chemical detector. Sniffs out vapors. Customs agents use it.
And?
Not a bomb.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shelley like you said, and she tried to fax her over some papers, but the machine was down. So I said it was successful proposal, so you had company. Well, told me to go to her working on her now, but if there's anything I can do to help you find Dale's murderer, maybe let me know. Give me a
Thanks for the info.
All those people have threatened you?
Well, you know, comes with the territory.
How come you never mention that in class?
How many students wind up going into this field anyway?
Not very many. Me booting all of them. Can I ask you a personal question?
No.
How come you never got married? I mean, you're a pretty good prospect. You obviously make a shitload of money.
Why would I get married? I'm a target for any number grudge. I can't afford emotional attachments.
Yeah, but don't you want kids? You want a family?
I'm too old for kids. You're too young for me, kid.
If you want me to leave, Jack, all you have to do is say it and I'm gone.
No, I don't want you. I need you, kid. You're smart. Really, you are. Yeah.
Jack and Shelley,
What the hell happening? What is that?
Making calls for you on 4 lines simultaneously. The fax is down.
I know, Lord knows. Can you leave us some papers?
Jackie, you better turn on MSNBC.
Why?
Forrester got a judge to grant his request for an interview. He's on live. Is this going to heat things up with the skin pending, don't you think?
Shelley, listen, I want you to send some of the boys over to my apartment. There may be someone down in my lobby vital that can't get me.
You got a name?
Yeah, his name is Guy LaForge. Let me pull it over.
You're not ready for this and you're prepared to die?
You want me to call the police?
No, let Frank handle it. Yeah, look,
Please prepare as an attribute or something that you didn't do.
listen, you didn't messenger over a package to my apartment.
No.
Innocence.
And I'm grateful.
And you know anyone who might?
No.
Thankful for their prayers.
Everything goes to the office.
Support.
What about Sarah Paul? You find her there.
You actually pay her, did you, Jack?
Pay her.
She works for an escort service.
Escort service.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. But she told me she was a lawyer, a student lawyer.
What are your thoughts, Christine?
Stephanie, that's one thing I don't have a lot of.
You got a number for her?
Not yet, Michael. Not yet.
Yeah, phone number and address.
Oh, I know the address. I have a number.
Well, Dr. Graham are with us right now. Why don't you say
555-1352.
Who knows that? There's only one other person in this world who knows that Frank did really said that I'm totally innocent. And that is now a forensic psychiatrist on Jack Graham. You asked me what I say to Jack Graham, I said like me. And I understand you're suffering a great loss for your sister. I feel your pain, Dr. Graham.
Welcome, man, Michael. How are you?
Not exonerate you from falsely accusing me of things that you know that I did not, could not have done. I mean, if I can be convicted of this voodoo forensic science, think about it. Who's safe?
Shelley? Shelley, I want you to get MSNBC. I want to talk to that science bitch.
Nor will I be the last.
Jack, I really don't think that's a good idea.
idea.
It's a good idea. Just get him, and when you get him, call me back.
I find it hard to believe that Dr. Jack Graham can be out there, psychobabbling innocent people into the death chamber.
Who's the murderer now, Jack?
Yeah.
Who's the murderer now? Jack. Yeah, we got DeFranco in custody. I got the warrant. The guys are on their way to his place right now.
You say anything about Forster?
Yeah, quite a bit, but nothing useful.
What about Guy LaForge?
He hasn't checked in with his parole officer in 6 weeks.
Well, he was at my apartment less than an hour ago, and he said he's coming back. Listen, Frank, I got a call a little while ago saying I have 88 minutes to live.
Jesus, Jack. Why 88 minutes?
I don't know.
You got any idea who this caller is?
You better find Guy LaForge before he gets here, okay? Listen, let me tell you.
Jack? Shit.
That's horrible. Send that to you.
There's only 2 copies of this tape in the whole world. One is locked up in custody of the NYPD. The other is in a restricted access in my office file cabinet. The highest security measures.
So you think it was stolen? Well, of course it was stolen. Do you think I stole it? Do you think I stole it?
Left the bar last night. They're one of the last people to see him. Maybe the last.
Jack, do you think I stole the tape and killed Dale? Have you lost your mind? I don't have clearance to your restricted access room.
Why was guy at the bar last night?
He was trying to protect me.
From why?
From you?
From me. He knows about me.
Yes.
What's he know about me?
He knows I have a silly, girlish crush on you. Jack, hold on a second. I just got an email back from Mike Step, okay? He saw Guy at Darby's club last night. When Mike left at 3 a.m., Guy was still sitting there and the bouncer booted him at 6 a.m. So there's no way that Guy could have killed Dale Morris.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the tape, Dr. Graham? Why'd you leave little Katie all alone? Why, Dr. Graham? She'd still be alive today if you hadn't left her all alone to die. Now it's your turn. In a blaze of glory. Tick-tock, Doc. 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Jack, I got MSNBC on the line. They'll patch you through the prison. Sure you want to do this?
Shelley, there's been a breach in my place, in my most secure area. Did you ever give anyone clearance to go into my secure files?
Jack, what are you saying?
Did you ever let an unauthorized person into my secure files area?
No, never. To anyone. Ever.
Okay. Put me through the MSNBC. MSNBC. They've granted Foster a live interview.
I can't, Jack. I'm in the car.
It's all right. There's simulcast. You can just turn on 7:50 a.m. I'm phoning in.
So you think that's such a good idea with all the court actions?
I think he's behind everything. I think he's behind the phone calls and the threats. I'm trying to get inside his head, make him crack. Okay, you want to stay on the line?
Dr. Graham,
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'm being told that we have Dr. Jack Graham joining us by phone. Dr. Graham, are you there?
I'm here.
Have you been watching the interview?
Is that what you call it?
What would you call it?
I don't know. I don't call it an interview. I call it entertainment. I call it a performance, maybe.
Well, you must have something to say or you wouldn't have called in.
Oh, yeah. I think it's very interesting that Foster talks about forgiveness. I just want him to know that his victims have not forgiven him.
You lied under oath, Dr. Graham. You know it.
This is not about me. This is about the women you raped and tortured and murdered. Women like Joni Cates.
I had nothing to do with her death, and you know.
Nothing to do with her death. There was an eyewitness, her twin sister, who identified you. She was at the scene and
She was
identified
drugged
you.
and beaten so badly, she said she couldn't be sure, but you berated her until she said it was me.
Interesting. You say you were innocent.
I had nothing to do with her death.
No, I don't. I know you were convicted. I know you were convicted by a jury. You were tried and convicted. That's what I know.
That wasn't a trial, that was an inquisition, and the jury believed your lies.
You had to cause pain and suffering and death just so you could feel alive.
Wait a second. Pain and suffering is something you forensics know how to
I
inflict.
mean, even your idol, Ted Bundy, ultimately identified his victims. How about it, man? Identify your victims. How about it? The bodies of Terry Hines, Alicia Smith, Samantha Green. Where are they, man? Come on, where are they?
YouTube.
Give these people's families closure, man. Give them closure. You're on national television now. Millions of people are watching you. Come on,
How about your colleague in London in the Clark case? Huh? Putting away an innocent mother for murdering her baby? Well done! Well done, doctor. You must be so proud to be part of such an elite fraternity. Fortunately for her, her conviction was overturned when the doctor's testimony turned out to be patently absurd. Quack, quack, Dr. Graham. You know what? Why don't you take a good look at your watch? A good look. Now imagine what it would be like to be minutes away from your own death. To hear the ticking of a clock and know that your time on Earth is drawing to a close.
Thank you.
There's another package for you, Dr. Graham. Should I send it up?
This just in. A three-judge panel of the Ninth Circuit has just granted John Forster a stay of execution.
What? You serious?
Hear that, Frank?
Yeah, I heard. Forrester got the stay.
You got him going on tonight. No cigar.
Why did you send me on a wild goose chase, Jack?
What do you mean, wild goose chase?
DeFranco, he's not a serial killer, he's a serial groupie.
So he's a groupie, so it's a big deal.
I just got a call from Jeremy Cooper from the Attorney General's office. You're wanted for questioning in the murder of Dale Morris.
What? What are you talking about?
They found physical evidence at her apartment that implicates you, Jack.
What evidence?
Jack, you know I can't say.
What do you mean you can't say? What does that mean? Frank?
Dr. Graham. Hey, mister, you can't go up there.
You told the doorman not to let anyone up.
It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. No one's getting me.
The state attorney general has just announced that he is appealing the stay to the state Supreme Court immediately.
Jack, there's smoke.
We will keep you informed with further developments.
There's smoke here, too. Guy, I'm fine. There's no problem here.
He's gotta go.
Okay, listen to me. I know this man, and I know he's not going to hurt me again. You have to trust me, Jack. I have to open the door.
Do it quick, because we're smoking up here.
Guy, I'm coming out, and we can calm things down, okay? Guy, look at me. I'm fine. There's no problem here.
What are you doing with him?
I'm okay. There's no problem.
How's it look good?
We should go back up there. I gotta go back up there and help him.
No, you can't go up there. Man. Yeah.
Jack, I need to talk to you. I need a few minutes to clarify something.
Oh, Shelley, I can't talk now. I'll talk to you when I get to Sarah Pollitt's apartment. Lewinsky, you okay?
I'm just a little dizzy.
We're on the force. We got incendiary devices with a timer. The bomb squad in there in case there's a second one. There's some oxygen. All right, we got her, sir. You're outside. Easy, man. You're gonna be all right.
Jack, I don't see the shooter out here, do you? Jack, he's got a gun!
Where the hell is he?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna live. Here, let's go.
Where are we going?
Sarah Pollitt's house. It's the girl I was with last night.
It's funny, it worked in the garage. Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I had a feeling. Okay?
What next?
That your cab? Driver? Okay. I'll give you $100. You let me drive it. I'm just going across town. $100. $100 plus tip. How's that? All right.
I cannot believe it. The guy's dead. He is, he's dead. Shit. You have nothing to say, huh? It's just another day in the life of Jack Graham. Was I actually fooling myself into thinking I could have a relationship with you? I'm a doctoral student in behavioral science, for God's sake. I don't have enough common sense to figure this out. I mean, what was I thinking?
Okay, wait outside the cab for a minute. You bet. Thanks. You asked me about my kid sister. Okay, it was a long time. She was staying at my apartment in New York City. She was 12, I was 28. And I was late for a meeting, a very important meeting. A meeting that was going to change my life. It was going to make me into somebody important. Make all my dreams come true. So I went to this meeting on my dissertation. And I left her there by herself. Now I could have taken her with me. I could have left her with friends. I could postponed the meeting. But I chose not to because I was in a hurry. Anyway, I left her there alone. At the time I was working on a case. This guy had strangled 6 women. We were very close to nailing him. He was upset, and he wanted to get back at me, so he came to my apartment. Only I wasn't there. At that time, I wasn't as concerned with security. I was careless, so he broke the door down, and he went in and did things to my baby sister. Catherine was her name. Katie. He did things that you wouldn't do to an animal that was bred for slaughter. Anyway, and they caught him. He laughed and said it took him 88 minutes. It took him 88 minutes to hack my sister to bits.
Jack. Oh my god, Jack. Bruh.
Coming up for his fifth parole hearing. I left him out. Seemed the perfect place. Some far-off corner. Continental USA. See if I had a second act in me. Whoever stole that tape knows the meaning of 88 minutes. Enough.
If Sarah's not home, we don't have a search warrant.
Well, we don't need a search warrant. We're not going to arrest anybody. We're just breaking and entering. Good sight. Good sight over there, Andy.
This looks familiar. When did you take it? It doesn't matter, does it?
It just might. That way.
Who is it? Oh my. Oh my. Oh, oh, oh,
Calm down.
oh my God, she's dead. She's dead. What kind of twisted mind could do that? Who could torture somebody like that? Okay. I am in control.
Control. That's my signature. Forged. Credit card receipt. This whole place is filled with my DNA. Police are gonna come here. They're gonna know I was with Sarah, and they're gonna think I killed her.
Your phone.
Yeah.
Jack,
Carol? Carol?
you're the tape of your sister's 88 minutes of suffering.
I sent it to your apartment.
What are you saying, Carol? What is this?
The Porsche was a close call.
Yo, what's up, my boy?
You murdered Sarah after you killed Dale.
You Mona, what up, what up?
You were so smart. I mean, invincible and unbeatable. John Forster's giving you a death sentence and he's about to be freed. How ironic. You've got 18 minutes left. You need your office alone. Tick tock.
What is it?
She wants me here at the university in my office. Shelley, what the hell are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
Oh, that poor girl. That poor girl. It was me. It was me.
Shelley,
I broke the security protocol.
why?
Well, about 6 weeks ago, I had a drink in your office with a student of yours. A couple drinks, actually. And she made in the pants. And it was late, but the office was jammed with people working still. And when we woke up, she left. She didn't have a briefcase. She had nothing that she could bring the tape in. But somebody else must have. Somebody else did. While we were sleeping. This girl.
What was her name?
It was Lauren. Lauren Douglas. Here's the picture from the security camera. This is the person that must have rifled through my files and found the combination to your vault and took the tape.
This is not a person. Shelley's a hand code.
And this is the photo ID of everyone that's visited Forrester in the last month. Go!
Pokemon Leaf Green for the GBA, but I'm playing it on the Switch.
If I can't forgive you, Shelley, I don't deserve you. Understand? Would you call Carol? Patch it through. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, could you transfer me to Dean Johnson's office, please?
Cam! Cam! Cam!
Where you going in such a hurry, Jack? Something upstairs you don't want me to see?
There's a woman named Sarah Pollard upstairs, very dead. You can see her if you like.
Look, I'm a straight shooter, right, Jack?
Yeah.
You would never screw me over, right?
Oh, come on.
Then why are your fingerprints all over Dale Morris's apartment?
They are.
You were right about the halotene in her bloodstream. But what you failed to mention is the fact that it's your semen in the vaginal cavity. Is your semen in Sarah Pollard as well?
Where the hell are you going with this, Frank? Can't you see this as a frame? Forrester's coordinating this whole thing from prison. Can't you see that?
Yeah, right. Well, is it Forrester's semen in Sarah Pollard, or is it yours, Jack?
Somebody hired Sarah Pollard to be with me last night, then killed her. Took my semen, deposited into Dale Morris.
Do you have any idea how absurd that sounds?
No, it's not absurd. I don't have time to explain, Frank.
Carol isn't answering.
What? What?
Carol isn't answering.
Get the names of all the women lawyers who work for Forrester. I want their names and agents.
I know how you operate, Jack.
What the hell are you doing?
I know how you use people. It's no secret you're a womanizer. You drink too much. How do I know that you haven't gone completely over the edge?
A little snack.
How do I know what you're capable of? What did I do, Frank? Did I send myself a tape? Did I blow up my car? Did I set my apartment on fire? Did I fire bullets in my
You could have. She could have get a delivery.
I wanted to sync up our watches. All right, Jack. What do you need? I need time. I need 10 minutes. Okay? Here, let's sync up now. 11:40, meet me at my office at the university. Kim, what happened? I know you're only trying to help me, but don't on campus. You understand? It's dangerous. Don't be a hero. When you get this message, you call me back ASAP. Understand? It's Jack. Yeah.
Still no answer from Johnson's office.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Jack,
Kim, whatever you do not go to my office on campus. You understand?
you have 14 minutes.
Huh? What?
That was me, Jack. I set you up. I had a computer dialing service call you at prearranged times using an electronic elder voice.
Yeah. This is no time to joke.
Meet me in your office in 10 minutes, Jack. 11:40. Don't be late.
Kim! Kim!
You guys could order some nice McDonald's. That would have been great.
Jack, I got the names of those women now, Doc. Hannah Baker, 47, and
Lydia Doherty, 28.
Lydia Doherty, 28. How'd you know?
Because her name's on the side of the sheet. I want you to do a search on Lydia Doherty. I want you to get all the information you can. Fax it to my office on campus. Okay? Do it now. Another $100 and I'll wait. What the hell are you doing here?
This is Laura Douglas's bag. Stolen today. Found it in your desk. Halothane? What's it doing here?
What are you doing here?
It's what you used to kill Dale and Sarah. Or do you have no idea about this too?
Oh, sure I do. I left all that stuff here in my desk, so you come along and find it.
You convinced the jury Forrester was guilty. How do I know you didn't kill those women too?
Who sent you here?
Yeah, I'd like to report a suspect in the Seattle Slayer case.
What the?
Dr.
God damn ball. What the hell's the matter with you? Who sent you here?
What, you think I'm too dumb to figure it out for myself?
Yes, I do. Because whoever sent you here is deeply involved in the Slayer killings. Lydia Doherty. Lydia Doherty.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Come to the Stern building now. Corner office, 7th floor. Alone. You have 5 minutes, Jack.
I don't have time to explain this. Get away from the door.
Come on. You gonna shoot me?
Yeah. I'm a bad shot. Frank, when you get this message, I'm gonna be at the Stern building on the 7th floor. Get there as soon as you can.
Hey Dragon, how you doing? Good morning to you, my friend. Man, this shit is full of music. You just finished streaming, huh? Interesting, interesting. Nice, good stuff, girl.
Got the name right.
Lydia Darn. Copycat.
God, I wish folks could see your face. You look so totally clueless. I hope that's not a gun you're holding. Is that a gun, Dr. Graham?
What do you want?
Is that a gun?
I have a gun.
Then do this. Put it on the floor. Slide it to me. To me.
Okay. Now slide.
One more time. Slide it to me. Slowly. Move back.
I knew it. I knew it was this girl from the very beginning, dog. She fooled him, but she didn't fool a real nigga like me. Look, she bad too.
I'd like to talk to John Forster, please. This is his appeals attorney, Lydia Doherty.
They monitor his calls. You're gonna implicate him.
Ah, the brilliant Dr. Graham's latest psycho gambit. Is that it? Well, the trouble I caused Dr. Graham. Yeah, but I did, Dr. Graham, with honors. Tara told me how good you were with her when your dad died.
That must be her dad.
I'm so grateful. Despite the insanity is a legal concept, it doesn't mean that someone's not sick. Have him call me on my cell. He knows the number. How about we start with a confession?
I confess.
What?
To what? To everything. Whatever. I confess.
I want you to speak clearly and I want the truth.
Where do I start?
Janie Cates.
Janie Cates, my coach.
Shut it off. Shut it off.
I am.
Go again.
I coached Janie Cates.
In what trial?
I coached Janie Cates in John Forster's trial. I coached her. She perjured herself. I gave false testimony. And John Forster was convicted.
Based on unlawful testimony.
Based on unlawful testimony.
Feel good?
He actually did it, bro.
What are you doing? Are you assessing me? Are you looking for a weakness, Dr. Graham?
I'm just wondering what's next.
You gonna offer to make me a deal? Sacrifice yourself for Kim and Carol? Be the hero?
Well, that wouldn't fly now, would it? I'd offer it, but it wouldn't fly.
Rejected. You have any other moves? Oh, you spent so quickly.
I could move my eyes. Like this. Look behind you. See that there's someone there with a gun pointed at your head.
Uh-huh.
How much time I got left?
You have about a minute. Enough time for your last words? I'm not gonna deny you those.
All this torture, all this torment, for an infatuation.
It's not infatuation, don't demean.
Well, it's not an infatuation, what is it?
I went to great lengths to pull this off. John really appreciates the quality of my work. Timing the phone calls, perfecting the ropes and pulleys, implicating everyone close to you, coaching Carol and Kim, all the while staying invisible.
You know what I don't understand? How in God's name does anybody give up their freedom? How do you do it?
45 seconds.
I saw you. You came to my class. I remember you. You were intelligent, an individual. You challenged things. You challenged me. You challenged ideas. You were your own person. How could you ever allow yourself to be so manipulated by this guy?
30 seconds.
You gonna take the fall for this guy?
If that's what he wants, so be it. You see, Jacko, I'm a true believer.
Well, then you better believe that there's an FBI agent with a gun pointed right at your head at this moment. Believe it.
No more kidding.
Believe.
I believe your time's up, Dr. Graham.
New campus, Stern Building staff. I repeat, immediate emergency medical technician staff. Multiple staff members. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Officer Finnegan from State Penitentiary in Baltimore. Placing a call for John Forster to his attorney.
I'll put him through.
Go ahead.
She's with Grant.
She's downstairs.
Grant. Put my attorney on the phone, please.
She's indisposed.
I'll give her like an error. She shouldn't be meddling in.
You seize on a naive junior lawyer on your legal staff. You realize that she's damaged psychologically in
It's
particular,
genius, isn't it?
susceptible to your crap. So what do? You get her to kill people for you, so you can stay alive. Now that's an innovative legal strategy if I ever heard of it.
Dr. Grant, you flatter me with your vivid imagination. But you're grasping at straws.
She becomes a student of mine, no less. You keep her out of the appeals process, but she's still your lawyer, so she has unlimited access to you, so you can plan your copycat murders together. And then you can get a new trial and live happily ever after. Isn't that the case?
Dr. Grant, I want you to listen very closely. Because when I get out of here, I'm gonna go out and have a nice hot meal, stop by your grave, and then piss all over it. Now please put my angel attorney on the phone.
She's dead. It's over, Forster. Except for the clock that goes tick-tock, tick-tock. You got 12 hours to live.
I'm glad that my sister Joan hasn't been forgotten.
Us.
You know, those giant robots that transform into different vehicles, animals. Honestly, anything that they scan, they can turn into. It's kind of creepy. But how about Transformers set in medieval times with a magic staff and Merlin? It's like Lord of the Rings, but Transformers. So today we're finna break down one of the most unhinged Transformers movies, Transformers: The Last Knight. The one where they said, you know what this franchise needs? King Arthur. Nobody asked for that, and nobody was in the comments begging for it. But that's what we got anyway. We got Nazis. Wait. There's Nazis in this one? No, just kidding. No Nazis. Wrong script. We got wizards. We got leprechaun robots. We got Anthony Hopkins as a Ashton Martin. This recap gonna be fire. I'm not gonna lie. So get comfortable, grab your snacks, and use bro. That's good up, I ain't gonna lie. And let's get into it. So we up in medieval England, 484 AD, and it's looking real grim because King Arthur and his knights, led by Lancelot, are getting absolutely cooked, outnumbered 100 to 1 against the Saxons in the middle of a full-blown apocalypse-looking battlefield. But except for a bunch of terrorists with pumps, it's Saxons with pumps. Sorry, I'm just kidding, no pumps. Anyways, everybody's streaming to charge into what clearly is a losing battle. There's bodies everywhere, smoke everywhere. They're in the middle of the worst L of their lives. One knight straight up says, "This is what the end looks like, fellas!" Out loud like he already knows it's over. Lancelot's out here asking Arthur point blank where the hell is the so-called magician he keeps talking about. Because at this point, he thinks this whole thing's a scam that's about to get everybody killed for nothing. He calls Merlin a worthless drunkard to the king's face in the middle of the battlefield. Real disrespectful energy for a guy who supposedly is loyal to his king. And listen, he's right to be skeptical because when we finally meet this magician, Merlin, a man is not conjuring nothing but liquor bottles. He drunk off his ass in a cave somewhere, calling himself the conjurer of spirits, the master of the dark arts, while good men are dying 20 feet away. This dude is not it, chief. Straight up admits to himself later that, and what they say, I'm a liar, a charlatan, I've deceived my whole life. Bro really confessed to being a fraud mid-apocalypse. But here's the twist, because Merlin isn't totally lying. Turns out way back he found an actual crashed alien ship, and inside it were 3 actual Transformers, alien guardian knights, just chilling in a wrecked ship this whole time. So this whole time, Merlin's magic was just him having a secret alliance with robots from outer space that nobody else knew about. When Arthur's forces are about to get wiped off the map completely, Merlin finally caves and breaks down crying and begs the aliens for help. Straight up said that he'd give up everything, the drink, the money, the women. Okay, well actually, he catches himself mid-sentence and quietly downgrades it to just the drink and the money. He keeps the women part because, I mean, everybody needs coochie to survive. Man's priorities never left, even right before death. Anyways, the alien knight says bet, and he transforms into a literal 3-headed dragon right there on the battlefield. It goes absolutely feral on the Saxon army. He upgrades the weapons and everything. Arthur wins, Camelot survives, and in exchange, the aliens knight leave behind a magic staff with Merlin, telling him one day a great evil's gonna come looking for it. Regard it with his life. That's your chef-dog staff right there. Remember that phrase, and the out. It's carrying the entire 2.5-hour movie on its back. Cut to present day, and everything's falling apart worse than before. Optimus Prime, after the events of the last movie, is up and left Earth entirely and go find its creators. And he leaves behind this whole ominous broadcast message.
Leave planet Earth alone, because I'm coming for you, Paul.
Which honestly is kind of valid, because we've all had that moment where we want to go confront whoever's responsible for making us the way we are. Megatron also vanished, into thin air, around the same time. So now you got 2 of the biggest apex robots on the planet gone, and total chaos left in awakening. Transformers are officially declared illegal on Earth, outlawed, haunted, no exceptions, except in Cuba, where apparently Fidel Castro just lets Transformers chill on the beach sipping mojitos. Iconic, honestly. Cuba's out here being the one country on Earth with some hospitality left in it, while everybody else is treating alien robots like enemy combatants. Meanwhile, more and more alien ships keep raining down on Earth constantly. Endless waves, too many to even count according to the news reports, and the government set up this whole parliamentary task force called the TRF, specifically to hunt down and detain any Transformer that shows its face, whether it's actually hostile or not. There's this whole subplot with the government scientists tracking some unidentified gravitational anomaly out in deep space too. Scientists trying to brief a general about a planet-sized object approaching Earth at a tenth the speed of light. Now we get dropped into the scene where a group of kids sneak into a restricted alien contamination zone, a literal fenced-off no-go area the government doesn't want civilians anywhere near, looking to grab souvenirs off dead Transformers lying around like it's a swap meet. Kids out here thrifting dead alien bodies. One of them starts bragging about grabbing a piece off of a body while his boys over there like, bro, that's not cool, bro. TRF shot him down. I don't give a fuck who shot him down. I'm finna run his pockets. Man,
got fake chains on, bro. What, you got more tonight? Now, they find what they think is a straight up dead robot, and then they start poking at it, arguing about whether it's actually dead when it starts twitching. This is Squeaks, a little robot who took serious damage and can't transform anymore. He's missing an arm, basically helpless. One of the kids, a girl, immediately starts trying to help him, patching him up right there in the dirt. And that's when the TRF drones and choppers roll up mid-range. Snipers up top calling for permission to fire on hostile targets, which, mind you, at this point in the scene, are literal unarmed children hiding behind a downed robot. It's about to get real bad, real fast. The man's arguing back and forth about whether they're cleared to fire on kids. This is Epstein Island. That's when Cade Yeager rolls up out of nowhere in his truck. Now, Cade already has a reputation out here. People call him the legend. The guy who saves Transformers. There's an actual bounty on his head just for what he does. He gets the kids clear right as the TRF open fire, but it's already too late for one of the other robots protecting him. This dude they call Canopy, who's basically this girl's whole surviving family at this point. He takes a fatal hit trying to shield her, and then he just dies right there in her arms while she's screaming for him to wake up. Cade shows up seconds too late to save him. There's this generally funny moment where one of the kids can see who Cade is mid-firefight and goes, you know, there's a reward for turning you in. And Cade just asks if he wants to get punched in the face. You want me to punch you in the fucking face? Well, stop playing with me, cuz. Alright, damn, you ain't gotta do all that, old ass dude. A wide opening for what turns into basically a whole surrogate family arc for this girl. But we move on. From here, we cut the Bumblebee, rolling solo through the same wreckage, clearly hunting for something. Turns out the TRFs had eyes on Cade specifically this entire time, backing him as the real prize. But there's this full standoff here. TRFs got weapons on both Cade and Bumblebee. Everybody's screaming, shoot him, shoot him! And it takes Cade point blank refusing to drop his own weapon and ordering TRF to stand down, while Bumblebee holds his ground, and he's saying threats right back to anybody who tries him. We're inches away from turning into a straight up massacre before Cade manages to talk everybody off of the legs. That's when Hound shows up. Big, loud, absolutely delighted mercenary type. He's an Autobot. I love starting my day off with a gunfight. Sorry I'm late. My invitation must have got lost in the mail. Hey man, shut your corny ass up, cuz. I ain't gonna lie though, you look fly right now. Like real shit, like you looking bubble, you been in the jail? And this dude out here openly saying he loves violence like it's a personality trait. Talk shit to the TRF for being wusses and for not wanting to shoot it out. He's straight up telling them to call off their birds like he's the one giving orders here. Basically, the robots feel at this point that all humans are pretty much bad. Equal opportunity, distrust for humans and robots alike. No loyalty whatsoever besides Cade himself. Anyways, if the man back at base is watching all this through satellite feed, there's some general fixating on how this particular Decepticon turned informant seems way older than Optimus Prime himself, and how he's keeping tabs on Cade's whole crew through CIA surveillance without anybody on the ground even knowing. Megatron resurfaces out of nowhere and makes direct contact with the CIA wanting to negotiate. This dude straight up kidnaps 2 CIA case officers just to force a sit-down meeting. And shockingly, the government actually agrees to negotiate with him, because they're convinced he can lead them to this mysterious weapon everybody keeps whistling about, the Stab. So there's a deal on the table. They release a handful of imprisoned Decepticons back to Megatron's custody in exchange for information. And this whole thing plays out like a very unserious prisoner parole meeting.
Man, listen, man. I'm gonna help y'all niggas get this Stab. Y'all gotta release my Decepticons too. Real shit. Y'all got all my niggas locked up. Hey, free my nigga Shotway.
Hey, free Shotway, bro. Free Shotway to his backwards. Now, first up is Mohawk. They're talking like he came straight from 63rd, like he chilling with King Von and shit. He immediately threatens to kill everybody in the room before he even gets cleared. Then there's Dreadbot, whose rap sheet escalates from bank robbery straight up through aggravated assault, murder, double murder, and triple murder, ending with a body count of 9 total, where he didn't even bother taking the money. Till Zeus gets released, thanking random prison staff by name on his way out, like he's leaving a hostage situation and not federal custody. Then they bring out Berserker, who gets rejected on the spot the second he opens his mouth and says, "Man, I'll suck your brains." That's a hard no from everybody in the room. Fair enough, honestly. All-Star gets picked last after some guy has to run it up the flagpole with a phone call first. So now, Megatron's rolling with a whole crew of freshly released psychopaths, and the government's actual plan is to feed Megatron's Cade's exact location, but let the Decepticons do the dirty work of extracting whatever intel Cade told them, then double-cross Megatron the second they get what they need. Brilliant plan. Nothing about this could possibly go wrong, right? Now back at the junkyard, we get some good character stuff establishing this whole found family situation Cade's built. There's Day Trader, a scummy black market transformer who trades parts and info for favors. Then there's Drift, constantly rolling his eyes at Hound's antics. There's Grimlock, an actual alien dinosaur transformer that Cade's new intern Jimmy accidentally hired off of one ad in a local newspaper without knowing what he was signing up for. Grimlock's out here straight up eating stolen police cruisers, chomping down on evidence like a junkyard dog. And there's this whole bit where Jimmy has to fish a stolen sheriff's cruiser out of Grimlock's mouth to avoid federal charges for aiding and abetting. This nigga eats entire cars, bro. Like real shit. And in the middle of all of this, we have this Isabella trailing Kate constantly, refusing to leave and insisting that she's useful and that she fixes shit better than anyone. And Kate, despite acting hard about it at first, obviously softens up, lets her crash there anyway. He offers her frozen pizza burritos out the freezer. There's this genuinely quiet, sincere little scene where Kate and Jimmy are just talking through their own broken families while working on Bumblebee. Kate's wife passed away, and his daughter is basically unreachable to the point where every time he tries to visit her, they both end up getting arrested. And Isabella flatly counters that. Her whole family got wiped out by a Decepticon rocket while she wasn't even home. Heavy stuff sandwiched between fart jokes and a talking car, which is honestly this whole franchise's brand at this point. Explosions, really bad jokes, and Shia LaBeouf, and also Mark Wahlberg for some reason. Anyways, moving on. There's also this great little pop quiz scene where Jimmy's trying to prove he's not just some rookie. And Kate quizzes him on how he fixed a fictional energon leak on an old slant 6 engine before Bob bleeds out. And Jimmy actually cobbles together a decent sounding answer about cauterizing the artery and rechanneling the central flow into the doohickey thing, which Kate presently respects. Even though Jimmy first tries to dodge the question by pointing out Transformers don't even have a slant 6, calling it way back in ancient history. Kate immediately shuts that down, reminding him the late 60s ain't exactly ancient history. A little back and forth between them. Right around here we get this subplot running parallel. The scientists are trying to keep a general on those mysterious alien horns sprouting up out of the ground all over the planet, growing 3 meters a day, and the Chinese are apparently calling them horns from hell. The general thinks it's hilarious and it's just geek stuff, until he's told that this thing's gonna kill everybody in 3 days flat. Separately back with Cage's crew, Hal gets roasted over his weight during a status call, insisting he's not overweight. And that's put all on my beard, God. Man, hell no, bro. You a chunky Autobot, God. I ain't gonna lie. They call you the Daddy Boss Autobot, bro. Real respect. Back in the junkyard, there's also this moment where Cage uses a satellite phone bounced through 3 different countries just to leave his daughter a voicemail, telling her he's fine even though he clearly isn't, and that she doesn't need to save the world. She needs a girlfriend. That's an inside joke between them, apparently. And then he doesn't want her thinking that he'd ever die alone out here. Generally one of the more grounded human moments, buried in a movie that is unhinged. Then out of nowhere, the government finds it. The alien bastard Squeaks, picked up from Day Trader earlier, had a tracker embedded in it. The TRF, the Megatron's newly released Decepticon crew, both converge on the junkyard at basically the exact same moment. And this is where the movie goes full action mode. The TRF troops storm in and try to detain everybody at once, while Decepticons are simultaneously attacking the same location, hunting for Isabella's talisman. Hound's out here loving every second of this. He stays behind to hold the line so everybody else can bail, going toe-to-toe with Megatron himself and mocking him the entire time. Kane's whole crew ends up scrambling through an abandoned town trying to survive the TRF drones. There's this funny moment where Jimmy takes what he thinks is a fatal gunshot in a firefight and starts sobbing, telling Kate he loves him, saying his goodbyes, and going through the full death scene monologue, only for everybody to realize it was just a beanbag round the whole time. No blood, no hole, nothing. Dude legitimately thought he died from a beanbag gun. Kate himself ends up cornered by the TRF and gets thrown clean out of a 10-story window during the chaos by this small, extremely creepy robotic butler named Carmen. And everybody's asking each other if he's still alive after watching him plummet all 10 stories, when the little robot casually shows up admitting,
This is not my fault. He just burst out of the elevator.
completely unbothered about nearly killing the guy he's supposed to be recruiting. He catches Kate at the last second and dusts him off, straightens his collar like nothing happened, and casually informs him you have been chosen. Turns out Carmen works for an ancient secret order called the Wicklacons, and Kate just got drafted into a whole separate plot without so much as being asked. Carmen tells him that his crew is back in the junkyard, and that they'll stay safe as long as Kate leaves with him right now. In his presence, they're all in danger. In his absence, they'll be fine. So they hustle him onto a private plane, and they fly off to England, leaving Bumblebee, Hound, Drift, Squeaks, and everybody else to keep fighting off TRF and Megatron's Decepticons without him. Now we cut over to the entirely other half of the movie. Because remember, Optimus Prime left Earth at the very start. Well, he finally makes it back home to Cybertron, and his planet is straight up dying. Dark, cracked, lifeless, nothing left of the world he remembers. He encounters a being called Quintessa, claiming to be his creator, the Prime of Life herself. Optimus tries to fight her over what happened to his world, accusing her of doing this to his home. She flips the accusation right back on him, blaming the Transformers all war for giving the planet in the first place. And she basically brainwashes him on the spot, wipes his loyalty clean, and turns him into a corrupted enforcer of her will, causing Nemesis Prime from here on out. Her whole plan gets revealed here too. She needs her staff back, the same staff that Merlin was protecting 1,000 years ago on Earth, because that staff holds the power to drain life force clean out of one planet and transfer it to another. And then she drops the wildest reveal in the entire movie. That Earth isn't just Earth, its actual ancient name is Unicron, Cybertron's mortal enemy. And if she gets his staff back, she's going to use it to kill Unicron dead and use the stolen life force to fully resurrect Cybertron. Optimus straight up asks if she's really asking him to kill an entire planet. She doesn't even flinch, tells him flat out that that's exactly the deal. That his race dies forever unless he does exactly what she says, because technically she made him and he belongs to her command. Real cult leader energy from a supposed goddess figure. There's this whole hypnotic little repeated exhausting scene too. No fear, no hate, no anger. Chanted over and over while Optimus fights an Eternal before finally losing the fight completely. So now brainwashed, corrupted Optimus Prime is sent back to Earth specifically to retrieve that staff for her, fully willing to burn the entire planet to ash to do it. That's some real stakes for the whole second half of the movie right there. Back in England, we meet Vivian Wimbley, an Oxford professor and the daughter of a recently deceased Earl, who turns out to be a secret with Wiccan this whole time. It's an ancient order dating back to Camelot, dedicated to protecting the truth about Transformers on Earth. Huh, wasn't that one guy's last name? Something with the, Child of Love, right? Wait a minute. Child of Love, Transformers. I could have sworn his last name was Witwick. Sam Witwick? Wait a minute. Damn, so Sam Witwick. Oh, I just looked it up, y'all. So he was a Witwick, and then the guy that's here says he's the last surviving member, which means that Sam probably died prior to the film. Yo, that's tough. Anyways, before any of that kicks off, though, we get introduced to her through this genuinely funny domestic scene with her aunt, who's out here trying to set her up on dates through classified ads, reading her stuff on the personal page, while Vivian is clearly more interested in her actual academic work than romance. Shorty trying to crack them books, not get cracked. Her aunt keeps saying that she needs a man instead of the dusty old books. Shorty's steady nagging. You ain't here talking about how she needs a man right before her entire world gets turned upside down by a robot butler. Carmen ends up basically kidnapping her, snatching her off the street, and a talking Ashley Martin named Conrad. Yo, good girls! Generally believe it's still World War I. Reciting actual trench warfare battles. Morn, Saleh, Hashimoto. I'm gonna keep it a man. I know I probably mispronounced all those names, but I really don't care. Anyways, there's real trauma in this war. And then she's still fighting Germans in 1918. He's absolutely unhinged. Anyways, Vivian's screaming that she's been kidnapped the whole time, and at one point she's flagging down another driver for help. Just gets distracted, admiring the car, instead of actually helping her, which is pretty crazy, because how come nobody in England takes anything serious until it's too late? Anyways, both Kate and Vivian get hauled into this criminal estate, belonging to Sir Edmund Burton, the 12th Earl of Fulham, who's a full-blown unhinged British aristocrat who spent his entire life waiting for this exact moment to matter. Carmen actually introduces himself to Kate first, with his whole elaborate speech about how the messenger should be killed, or the messenger will kill you. It sounds threatening until you realize he's a 3-foot-tall butler robot. But Kate's clearly not sure whether to laugh or to be scared of this entire thing. There's also this running gag where Carmen keeps getting compared to C-3PO, which I mean, he takes as a genuine insult every time, but honestly, I think that that's kind of cool, bro. Now, Burton lays out the whole history. The Wiccans have guarded the secret since the days of King Arthur, and their historical membership roster reads like every genius who ever lived got secretly recruited. Einstein, Da Vinci, Tesla, Newton, Shakespeare, Captain, the Great, George Washington, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, the Wright brothers, the list goes on and on. I'm gonna be honest, bro said the entire canon of human achievement was this one big secret club that nobody ever heard about. He walks past the whole gallery of dead ancestors, casually dropping in that one great aunt poisoned her own husband. It was an absolute. And another relative drank a little sewage water and killed himself. Just rattling off generations of unhinged family history like it's nothing. A company keeps interjecting corrections that nobody asked for. Anyways, he shows off the actual round table where the 12 human knights sat alongside the 12 alien guardian knights, brothers fighting for honor. A genuinely epic framing for a scene that immediately gets undercut every time Cotton interrupts with a corny one-liner. This is his balls off. At one point, he told her that he ruined the moment again mid-speech. Hey man, can you shut up? God, man, what you always talking about from look at my family, your ancestors. Why am I trying to hear that? We out here trying to put this okay? Sir, please remove my from your mouth. Oh, no, you did not just tell me that, cuz. Turns out that the last night prophecy points at Cade, not because of his bloodline, but because of his qualities, purity of heart, valor, honor, integrity, and the whole extended bit where they interrogate Cade about whether he's chastain, which she obviously does not want to discuss, and honestly, I have no idea what that means. Anyways, Vivian's pounding relentlessly the whole time about it. Both of them clearly already vibing on potential, even while pretending to hate each other. The real kicker, only the direct descendant of Merlin can actually wield the staff. Vivian, completely unaware of it her whole life, is Merlin's last living descendant on Earth. The late father left clues buried in his own study, pointing towards the staff's location, and it's now down to her and Kate to find it before Megatron, before the government, and before corrupted Optimus Prime gets here first. Before they can leave the estate, the TRF and the MI6 surround the whole property, what turns into an immediate high-speed gateway. Kate, Vivian, Cogman, and Hot Rod, the talking Ashley Martin, are peeling out through the entire English countryside. Okama's in and out, blasting for sore big. We're talking about he lifestyle. Completely unbothered about collateral damage to civilian casualties. There's this whole thing about Katie's police stuck riding a shotgun in an actual decoy car meant to draw fire. They done set bro up to get smoked. I mean, it's Mark Wahlberg, so like, he alright. Besides the fact that he be saying the N-word back in the day, but nobody forgot about that, Mark. I'm gonna let you slide though, because it's been so long. Hopefully you change, but bro, I ain't gonna lie. We didn't forget that. Talk about Marcus Mark. Bro, you used to rap? I know you was. Commons literally driving himself while yelling directions, and at one point they flew straight through a toll booth without paying. Common just shrugged it off with a, "I'm sorry." Anyways, Nick Cage is his old buddy Simmons on the phone, the shady black market info broker from earlier movies. And Simmons is out here doing a full induction ceremony to get himself officially recognized as a Wicked member over the phone. Mid-car chick, insisting Burton say the words exactly right, correcting him on ceremonial language like admittance, not entrance. Bro is genuinely arguing about proper wording while people are shooting at him. Unbelievable timing for how high the stakes are supposed to be in the scene. Simmons himself is holding some library archive written his own day, sticking out an ancient dissolving manuscript that's apparently made from actual old dope scroll. Alright, so we have things made out of nuts. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Anyways, the falls apart at room temperature. That's the nut getting held together. He's complaining the whole time about a janitor tracking him down and how he's supposed to be at the beach with his crew instead of doing his government job for free. Simmons ends up tracking down the actual crew using some ancient dissolving manuscript he had to sneak out of the library. And it turns out the answer's been hiding in plain sight the whole movie. Those mysterious alien horns growing out of the earth all over the globe, each one shooting up something like 3 meters a day and freaking out scientists worldwide. They actually line up perfectly with the shape of the ancient supercontinent Pangea. We mapped them all out. At the dead center of that shape sits Stonehenge. That's a location. The stat's been buried under one of the most famous landmarks on planet Earth this entire time. But before Stonehenge, there's this whole detour where Kate and Vivian gotta retrieve something from a Royal Navy museum, following the lead from her father's notes. And this is where things get kinda wild. The decommissioned WW2 era submarine is sitting there as a static museum exhibit. It straight up comes alive right underneath them. It's not actually a submarine at all. It's an ancient alien vessel disguised as one this whole time. Kate and Vivian end up trapped inside as it rips itself free from the museum and dives straight into open water on its own. Now there's this Royal Navy attack submarine that's trying to intercept it while it's in the middle of a fucking strike zone. You got full military radio chatter treating this thing like an enemy vessel. Sonar contact calls, torpedo warnings, all ahead, flank, the works. When really it's just Kate and Vivian in over their heads fumbling with unfamiliar alien controls, trying not to accidentally start a war with the Royal Navy. There's a lot of tension inside the sub the whole way down too. Either Kate or Vivian has the first clue how to actually pilot this thing. They're both talking and bickering over the controls. And Kate's snapping at her to stop touching things while she snaps back at him because it's technically her sub now since her family's the one connected to all this history. 7 hours ago I was just a professor, which is kind of a fair complaint when you think about it. Like, how the fuck is this supposed to know how to control this submarine? Like, yeah, you're tripping a little bit. Anyways, they end up piloting the thing straight down to the ocean floor, following this old beacon system. The crazy thing is there's actual SEAL teams, right? And these deep sea dive in order to chase them down and converge on their position. And they find the actual ancient alien vessel sitting completely undiscovered on the seabed. Since the days of the Dark Ages, that's lit up with lights from somewhere deep inside. Hey, yeah, I'm trying to be somewhere deep inside it too. You failed. Alright, my fault. Anyways, topside, the man loses radio contact within a second of the entry, treating it like the two of them just vanished into a hostile unknown. Inside, there's a full tomb chamber marked with old Celtic engravings all along the wall. And in the center of it, a sealed case with an inscription warning. No one shall have it. Damn, cuz, they talking about nobody can have it. I'm down bad. Well, I need it. I don't think that's what they're talking about. Bro, you don't know nothing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hope they're talking about what I think they're talking about, man. I need to work hard, bro. Anyways, Kate opens it anyway, brushing off Vivian's hesitation, insisting they didn't come all this way for nothing. Inside there's a skeleton, clearly meant to be Merlin himself, laid to rest beside where the staff should be. Except the staff isn't here. Somebody already beat them to it. And Vivian immediately starts panicking that the thermal readings are picking up movement everywhere around them. Whatever's down here with them might still be alive. Turns out that Megatron's crew tracked them down at the exact same moment because the Decepticons burst straight into the underwater tomb right as they're processing that the staff's already gone. And it turns into an all-out firefight, crammed into this tight-ass underwater alien chamber. Linux and a full TRF strike team show up right after too. Guns up, everybody diving behind ancient stone pillars for cover. And that's when corrupted Optimus Prime, Nemesis Prime shows up and just takes the staff by force.
I did, my friend.
Nobody in that room is able to stop
Welcome
him.
back, welcome back.
Kate tries reasoning with him point blank, screaming, "Optimus,
I actually posted a clip, so if you want to look at it, you're more than welcome. I didn't get to name it, but this is the second Caterpie.
Get out my face. Now this dude Optimus starts fighting his own kind, bro. Bumblebee's the only one who can even get through to him at all. And Optimus down, Raiders is about to activate the staff, and then the Earth, and then there. And Bumblebee, who's been unable to speak in grim voice this entire franchise up to this point, finally does it. His actual voice. But it's the first time since Cybertron originally fell. He's screaming Optimus' name, begging him to remember who he really is. And finally, it lands. Optimus snaps out of the brainwashing right at the last possible second.
Thank you, my friend. How are you, bro? How's your day?
Realizing what he almost did to his old friend's entire home planet. The damage from Contessa's manipulation isn't fully undone just by him waking up. This whole sequence ends with the literal planet Cybertron now visibly hanging in Earth's sky, closing in fast.
Don't give up. Never. Never quit.
Regardless of whether she still had Optimus under her control, Optimus fully back on the right side now tells everybody the only way to stop this is to attack the source directly. The massive structure rising up out of Stonehenge, the literal alien ship that's been growing out of the ground disguised as those mysterious horns this entire time. There's this massive alien structure lowering out of Stonehenge, an ignition chamber thousands of feet up, actively draining Earth's geothermal energy. And the plan is a full military assault combined with a straight-up magic heist. Lennox's team, backed by real U.S. and UK air support, is going to drop Osprey aircraft directly on the back of the corrupted alien vessel. Yep, they're using the literal enemy ship as an airborne carrier now, straight into the blast crater where the ignition chamber sits, while Vivian sneaks in separately to physically wrestle the staff back to Contessa's control room. It's only a murder descendant can actually wield it. The drop itself is straight chaos. The Ospreys are launching from something like 20,000 feet, way past their actual flight ceiling, meaning the air is too thin for the rotors to properly grab. So command flat out tells everybody they're coming in hard. Coming in hard, it's crazy. They're trying to come in hard. My fault. Isabella, the girlfriend race star of the movie, sneaks aboard at the last possible second too. Because of course she's not missing this after everything. Lennox and Kate actually patch things up in flight here too. Lennox took this entire movie when he get down. Now they're jumping into a war zone together side by side. Full circle moment right before the door. On the ground, it's a total war zone from the second blue tick dirt. After Osprey didn't even make it down. Pilots are screaming, "Oh my God! Police! Everybody at the water club!"
Man, shut your ass up and get right. Formation left and right, God.
One crew's reporting they're down to 0 rotorcraft and coming in on a hard grass landing instead of a controlled touchdown. Enemy fighters are shooting the remaining Osprey straight out the sky during the drop itself. Ground troops get pinned down, and they're under fire from a massive alien gun that's tearing the whole strike team apart before they can even advance an inch. Lennox himself starts screaming as they're pinned down with no way to push forward. By this point in the battle, even Optimus Prime's coordinates from earlier got him astray, because once he snapped out of the brainwashing, he handed command the exact location of the ignition chamber before the ground assault ever launched, which is the only reason that Lennox teams even had a target to
Last week I got 2 shinies actually.
Yeah, remember him? The injured
Weedle and the Caterpie.
all the way back at the very beginning of the movie. He becomes the unlikely hero of the entire sequence. Isabella,
What a whopping.
to the mission against everybody's wishes, convinces him he's small enough and tough enough to sneak past the guns.
One pig. Bro, I can never say it right.
You know you're small and you're ugly. No one's gonna.
You can do anything you want. Just don't focus on girls. Stay away from females, they're a distraction. Focus on yourself. Eat healthy, take a lot of showers, read. Reading is important. You feel me? I didn't go to parties.
You're damn right, you got this. Nobody's gonna stop you, you got this. Keep it up. Keep it up. Don't think about it, just do it. Okay. Not bad, not bad. How many in total? You're not over odds. Over what game are you hunting that you're thinking that you're over odds? And no game that's over odds. I guess unless you have a shiny charm. You did get a shiny charm, so you're not wrong. It's like 1 in 1500. Yeah, cause you I remember you did say that you got the Cosmo from another game. Yeah, yeah, I remember now. I remember now. Nice. That's 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 free, bro.
It's interesting how Neo says that this is the last time he'll get to talk to the Oracle, almost as if he already knew. Remember that the Oracle told Neo that he had the sight, the ability to see into the future.
Have the sight now. You are looking at the world without time.
In the Oracle's home, she is making dough to make cookies with the help of two little hands, Sati's. Sati is helping the Oracle. As promised, the fortune teller is watching over the little girl after her parents secretly transported her to the Matrix. And the first thing the Oracle does is teach Sati how to make cookies. Remember that the cookies are
Yurt.
the Matrix. They are pieces of code.
Sharma, what's up, bro? Welcome in, welcome in.
To create and mold programs. And not only that,
Use your hands. Why? Cookies need love like everything does.
what does she mean about having to use your hands? Well, as we said, the cookies are codes, and one program is talking to another program about how she could use her hands to modify the code. It's what Neo described in Matrix Reloaded.
Programs hacking programs.
But the most interesting thing is that the Oracle said the cookies need love. We have discussed many times about how the Oracle uses love as a weapon against her fellow machines. And now she's teaching Sati how to use love in cookies. This could be the evidence proving that the cookies weren't modified so that Neo would fall in love with Trinity.
Meow. I was hoping to have this done before you got here.
Neo and Sati share a similar path. The Oracle is surprised that Neo arrived before she could have the cookies ready, which could allude to Neo having somehow escaped her sight. She is also pleased that he can recognize her.
Do you recognize me? Yeah, that's how it works. So that you lose, so that you get.
Now comes one of the most revealing moments.
I still love candy.
The symbolism behind the candy is obvious. It's red and looks like a bill.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It is the same piece of candy that the Oracle offers Neo in Matrix Reloaded.
Thank you.
Neo chose the red pill and accepted the red candy, but this time he politely rejects the candy. This time he is not playing the Oracle's games or eat anything she gives him. Remember that the Merovingian already explained to Neo how food can change a person in the Matrix, and so Neo doesn't want to make the same mistake again. Neo is distrusting the Oracle. It is the first time he has seen her since after he spoke with the architect, and she is in a new shell, which in itself is suspicious.
Remember what you were like when you first walked through my door? Generous and true. And now just look at you.
In the movie script, there's an extra bit of dialogue before this line, an extra bit of exposition about choice. Choice. The gift we are forever unwrapping, and you know better than most that certain changes can forever change our lives. Sometimes those choices are visible,
YouTube.
You. Why is your Uriel so power without that you are powerless? And this is how you come to me. Is that why? Without power. Another linkage.
Yet here we see Neo standing in front of the Oracle, rejecting her food and asking questions. Without a doubt, the Merovingian has opened Neo's eyes.
Where is this going? Where does it end?
I don't know.
You don't know or you won't tell me.
I told you before, no one can see beyond a choice they don't understand. And I mean no one.
What choice?
It doesn't matter. It's my choice. I have mine to make, same as you have yours.
Does that include what things to tell me and what not to tell me?
Of course not.
The Oracle explains to him that they cannot see past the choices they don't understand. And she's right, to some extent. Neo is asking her about the endgame, but she doesn't know what will happen because she made a choice. Neo asks her what choice, to which she replies, it doesn't matter. We will see the result of that choice later on. The point is that she made that choice, but does not know what will happen because of it. Although she strongly believes that everything will work out in the end.
Then why didn't you tell me about the architect? Why didn't you tell me about Zion and the ones before me? Why didn't you tell me the truth?
Neo seems frustrated while asking those questions because he believes that the Oracle was hiding important information from him. Yet she simply had to remind him of her favorite proverb hanging on the plaque over her kitchen entryway to relax him. She smiles and reminds Neo that only he can choose when to learn the things he needed to learn. Neo finally understands that he needs to depend on himself and ask questions rather than let others tell him the answers without the questions. Ergo, he does just that.
Tell me how I separated my mind from my body without jacking in. Tell me how I stopped 4 sentinels by thinking it. Tell me just what the hell is happening to me.
This part is equal parts interesting and confusing. The Oracle explains that the powers of the One extend to the real world, but it does not necessarily mean that Neo has powers in the real world. Neo is connected to the source in the real world. How exactly? Well, possibly due to some type of wireless piece of tech in his body. Neo managed to touch the source, shut down the sentinels, and connect to Mobile Ave without jacking in. Interestingly, the Oracle says that Neo should be dead. This is what should happen to all programs that return to the source. They are eliminated, or die, so to speak. Yet Neo touched it and lived.
The architect told me that if I didn't return to the source, I would be destroyed by movement tonight.
Please. You and I may not be able to see beyond our own choices, but that man can't see past any choice.
The Oracle's reaction when Neo mentions the architect is curious. Her response to the father's warning that Zion will be destroyed was a condescending remark, similar to the architect's when Neo mentioned the Oracle to him.
The Oracle, please.
Please.
This shows that although they are rival programs, they have something in common and complement each other. The Oracle proposed the adding of choice to the equation. The architect doesn't understand choice.
Why not?
He doesn't understand them. He can't. To him, they are variables in an equation, where at a time each variable must be solved and counted.
This is why the early versions of the Matrix failed. The architect just could not comprehend the irrational decisions based on emotions, but the Oracle can.
That's his purpose, to balance the equation.
What's your purpose?
To unbalance it.
Perhaps the purpose of their rivalry is to perfect the simulation. Anyways, the Oracle claims that she wants the same thing Neo wants.
Why? What do you want?
I want the same thing you want, Neo. And I'm willing to go as far as you are to get it.
But how far is the Oracle willing to go to bring an end to the war? Well, based on her actions, she's been willing to risk or sacrifice red pills and programs alike. She manipulates them, creates a false religion, and leads them down dangerous paths without explaining why. It's kind of ominous, her response to Neo, but she is true to her word. The Oracle will do whatever it takes to reach her goal.
Is it going to end?
One way or another.
The machine war ended hundreds of years ago after the human leaders signed their surrender at the United Nations in the presence of the machines. The war that the Oracle wishes to end is not a war between two factions. It's a systematic control scheme, a fabricated war designed to contain the anomaly. The Oracle wants to stop the Matrix cycle. Why, you may ask? That's a topic for another video. Neo already knows that Zion is a facade, and that it has been destroyed 5 times before without fail, yet he still wishes to stop its destruction.
Can Zion be saved?
I'm sorry I don't have the answer to that question, but if there is an answer, there's only one place you're going to find it.
Where?
You know where.
Neo gets the hint. He has to go to the heart of the enemy, the place that he touched with his mind, to the source. Where is the source? Machine City. What the Oracle says next is incredibly revealing.
And if you can't find the answer, then I'm afraid there may be no tomorrow for any of us.
Her ominous response signifies that the simulation will soon slip out of the architect's hands, bringing the extinction of all races. Who will bring this end to all life? The Oracle knows who.
I see the end coming. I see the darkness spreading. I see death. And you are all that stands in his way. Very soon, he's going to have the power to destroy this world, but I believe he won't stop there. He can't. He won't stop until there's nothing left at all.
The reason why this is the Oracle's most important revelation in the trilogy is that a long time ago, after the machine war ended and the humans
Alright,
were
fellas.
imprisoned, the Oracle saw the inevitable end to everything and
We
everyone.
got 16 minutes.
But here's what's interesting. We don't know if the Oracle saw the end of the machines before or after she added choice to the equation. Perhaps after helping the architect, the Oracle realized that by adding choice, she had begun the path to the apocalypse. She saw the coming of death, and so she devised a plan to avoid extinction. This plan, of course, needed the help of Neo, Trinity, and Sati. Fate does have a sense of irony. As Morpheus once said, there is a certain irony in the fact that the Oracle could have been the cause of the end of the world. But that is yet another topic for a future video. What is clear is that the Oracle saw the end, and she wants to stop it at any cost. The Oracle tells Neo that Smith will not stop at destroying the simulation. He won't stop until there is nothing left.
What is he?
He is you. Your opposite, your negative. The result of the equation trying to balance itself out.
Smith is Neo, and vice versa. This completes the yin and yang symbolism that has been shown continuously throughout the trilogy. Neo and Smith are the same, yet are opposites. Smith is the integral anomaly out of control.
And if I can't stop it?
One way or another, Neo, this war is going to end. Tonight, the future of both worlds will be in your hands or in his.
Bane, or Smith, awakens and sits up similar to how Neo did in Mobile Ave. Recall that the Oracle just said that Smith is Neo's negative, and this is cleverly accentuated in how the two men woke up and where they woke up. Neo woke up in a place between the Matrix and the machine world, a construct. Smith woke up in the real world, both awakened in places they did not belong. The Hammer crew moved Neo to the ship's deck. They jacked him into the Matrix so that his consciousness could leave the simulation and get back to his body.
I need time.
Captain Rowan receives the news that Bane is awake and says that perhaps he will have some answers. This is again another sample of how the film is telling us that Smith and Neo are the same. If one does not have the answers, perhaps the other one does. But what Rowan is interested in knowing is what caused the EMP to activate prematurely, rendering all ships useless and causing the deaths of all the crews. Was it a malfunction, or was it sabotage? Back at the Oracle's kitchen, her cookies are done baking.
I love that smell. I surely miss it.
time is almost up. The Oracle knows what is coming, and she is preparing for it. She mentions how she is going to miss baking cookies, because she knows that she's about to bear the consequences of her choice. But who does she bake cookies for? Seraph enters the kitchen. Something important to note about the Oracle's kitchen is that the entrance's beaded curtain forces those who enter to lower their head. It's so that each person who enters seem like they're bowing. Temples in countries like Greece use beaded curtains as a sign that what is behind the curtain is an important entity, and that you should lower your head when entering their presence. Oracle.
I know.
The Oracle packs up 2 cookies and gives them to Sati and tells her to go with Seraph. But before Sati leaves, she asks if she could come back to visit, to which the Oracle responds that she would like that.
Then I'll see you tomorrow.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the desert. After he introduces himself, the moment comes when Neo is told the answers.
According to the Bible, this question may be the most pregnant. You may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant. Why am I here?
We begin with a profound question related to humanity. Why are we here is the fundamental question of human existence. When humans evolved from animals to creators of civilization, when we no longer needed to survive, but to socialize, doubts began to arise. Humans started to look up at the stars and question their place in the universe. Other primates spent their days surviving the cruelty of nature, but once humans overcame this, the question, why am I here, was the first that prompted our imaginations, giving rise to religions that try to answer that question. For the architect, this is an irrelevant question, because the question, why are we here, is a sign that Neo does not yet understand his role, but it does not matter if he understands it or not. He is following down the path laid out by the architect.
Listen to me. You can save the sun if you reach the source, but to do that, you will need the keymaker.
This question is what led Neo to Morpheus. It is an existential doubt that sums up the human experience. Why are we here? May be an important question, but some people think it does not make sense, because if there is no objective purpose, asking what are we doing here is unnecessary. We are here because of a how, not a why. And the how is yet to be explained to Neo.
Your life is the sum of the 2.5 balanced equation inherent to the programming of the Matrix. You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is otherwise a harmony of mathematical precision.
In other words, the architect is telling Neo that he is the result of an unbalanced equation. On the mini screens, we can see Neo's life from when he was a child. We previously made a video analyzing each screen. The architect conditioned all the situations that Neo went through since childhood to when the anomaly manifested in him. In our video analyzing each mini screen, we were unaware of the existence of the making of this scene. The making of shows in better quality the scenes of Neo's youth with an explanation from the person in charge of filming them.
The folly of an unreal life, a constructed life that he never led, and the fact that every moment of his life was a construction of the architect or the machinery of the Matrix. And so he was demonstrating, I suppose, to Neo that it was all an elaborate fabrication.
Interestingly, the video mentions that they are fabrications made by the architect. Although the architect speaks of cause and effect, he is the architect of Neo's life, so to speak. Watching these clips in better quality confirms what we originally thought. Neo was a lonely child who was bullied by other children. Perhaps these traumatic events in his youth Mr. Anderson to become a shut-in, eventually finding an interest in computers. Every step that Neil took was foreordained by the architect.
While it remains a very asphyxiating point, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond the measure of control, which has laid me inexorably here.
Here the architect is explaining that although the existence of this algebra matrix equation is an issue, he has created a system to keep it under control that includes triggers is a philosophical existential crisis. We are seeing how Neo's nihilism and beliefs are being destroyed by the architect. He is confronting the equivalent of the god that he thought was dead, and this god is telling him that he has controlled his entire life for a purpose that Neo will soon reject. Interestingly, even though Neo is projected as a person who rarely shows emotions, we see his thoughts on Mars. We see who Neo is, or could be. Although he appears to be calm on the outside, inside is chaos, and the architect sees that. But if the problem is choice, then that means that Neo will have to make one. An agent arrives and stops Trinity from escaping. Now we know what choice Neo's going to have to make.
The first matrix I designed was quite natural. It was armed, flawless, sublime. The triumph equally moved by its monumental failure. The inevitability of its dual similarity now is a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it, based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature. However, I was again frustrated by failure.
We previously made a video delving into what the Paradise Matrix and Nightmare Matrix are. These two simulations failed because they were too linear and unrealistic. In Paradise, humans lived in peace and blissfulness. In Nightmare, they lived in horror and suffering. Both scenarios
Alright, guys, I'm gonna do one more.
suspecting that there was something wrong with the world. This is also a religious reference. The first Matrix could be considered the Garden of Eden, Paradise, and the Nightmare is precisely the moment when humans separated from God to live in a land full of chaos. The architect added Christian mythology and religions to the equation of the Matrix, but this did not work.
I have since come to understand that the answer would be because it required a lesser mind, or perhaps a mind less bound by the parameters of perfection. Thus the answer was stumbled upon by another, an intuitive program, initially created to investigate certain aspects of the human psyche. If I am the father of the Matrix, she would undoubtedly be its mother.
Damn. Alright, guys, I'm gonna leave it there with the Pikachu. 7:55. YouTube! Alright, YouTube, we're gonna head out. My boy, David! That was it, bro. That was it. That was the Pikachu, bro. My boy, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be seeing you guys. Blessings, praises. May God be with all of you guys. Super POKE-PLATANO. YouTube! See you guys in the